bad, but we're all given the same chances in life now.
My God! You're worse than I thought. Well, I don't give much for your chances, lady, not when the others find out what fools you've made of them.
Don't you underestimate me, Bee. I've taken out a little insurance in case of anything like that happening.
Oh, this should be good.
It is. My lawyer is getting a letter tomorrow, and he has instructions to open it if anything happens to me.
Well, complete with a list of names and mine at the top, right?
Something like that.
Nice try, Kennedy. But it won't work. You see, I've got nothing to lose. I'm here for the duration.
And what about the others? Don't you care about them?
Smith! Kennedy! Why aren't you in the dining room?
Just coming, Mrs. Reynolds.
Smith!
Just coming, Mrs. Reynolds.
Where he was en route from. He comes up, I'll tell him to step it up.
Just like the lady said, Sarge. 2 adult females and a child. One with a knife looks pretty panicky, though.
Can't something be done before someone gets hurt?
Normal procedure, Mrs. Morris. As soon as we arrive, they panic. We have to let her calm down before we talk to her. All right, people, we need your help. Anybody here know the occupants of this house?
Yes, I do. I live next door.
What's your name, madam?
Mrs. Hibbert.
Right, Mrs. Hibbert, what can you tell us? Names and so on.
I'm not sure about that. It's Carton or something like that. But I'll tell you what, though. I'm not surprised this happened.
Yeah, why so?
It's the same every night. He'd come home drunk, and that's when the fights start. Or bring his drunken mates home. And that wasn't any better.
Right. Thanks, Mrs. Hibbert. Hey, Roy, you sure there wasn't a male in there?
Didn't see one, Sarge, but these are in the letterbox. Seems like the name's Colson.
Well, there's the whole story, Mrs. Morris. Drunken husband, letterbox full of bills. Sign of the times. Now, look, are you sure your friend can look after herself?
Yeah, she's all right. She's a trained prison officer. It's the child I'm worried about. She looked terrified.
Yeah, well, I'd like you to stay if you would. I warn you, it could be a long night.
I'm used to it.
I didn't think there was anyone here.
Just me. Do you want some telly?
No, thanks. I just came down to get the paper.
Oh, for heaven's sake, Lipsy, you haven't been out of your room all day. That's what you ran away from home for. Look, don't worry about him. Manoli was wrong. He should know better. The old ways don't work in this country. You can see that. Why can't he?
But I'm not sure they are wrong. I'm not sure Manoli was wrong.
You're joking. Look, I don't know much Greek, but I know what he called you yesterday, and it wasn't very nice. You're not a second-class citizen. If he wants to carry on, let him go back to Greece.
Don't talk about him like that. At least he didn't try to do what Cliff did last night.
Oh, come on. Now, Cliff's not perfect, but he wouldn't try anything unless someone gave him the come on.
Hey, just a minute. I wish you'd make up your mind on this. 1 minute we're all equal, and now poor little Cliff couldn't do anything wrong unless some woman led him astray. You sound just like my mother.
Oh, let's stop twisting things. I'm only trying to help you.
Yeah, well, you know what you can do with your help?
Why the hell don't they leave us alone? It's our problem. It's got nothing to do with them.
It's gone too far for that, Mrs. Colson. You haven't forgotten what you've done, have you?
He deserved it.
I know that. Why don't you tell them? I'll back you up.
Mrs. Colson, can you hear me? This is Sergeant Williams.
Go away. Leave us alone.
I'd like to talk to you, Mrs. Colson. We understand the trouble you're having, but what you're doing isn't going to help. Please come out so we can talk.
He means it, Mrs. Colson. He just wants to talk.
Shut up. I've made up my mind. I don't care about me, but I'm not going to let them have Jilly. She's had it rotten all her life. She deserves better.
You call what you're going to do better? Look at her. The kid's terrified of her own mother.
Mr. Ferguson, if you can, give us a signal if the child is all right.
I'll turn the light on, Mrs. Colson, shall I?
She loves me. It was us against him. I had to protect her when he tried to hit her all the time. She loves me. Ah! Oh, don't, darling. It's all right. Mummy loves you. Don't be frightened.
It's all right, Jill. It's all over. All we've got to do now is help your mum.
They're coming out, Sarge.
All right, get ready. Make sure those people keep back.
Not such a long night after all, Sergeant.
It's not over yet. This could be a false alarm.
The knife.
Good work, Miss Ferguson.
Mr. Colson's inside. He doesn't need a doctor, so could you leave him there till the little girl's gone?
Understood. How is she?
Jill? She's all right. A brave girl, aren't you, Jill? Now, you, go with the constable here and he'll give you something nice to eat.
No.
Hey. Now listen, I've got to tell the sergeant everything that's happened. And what about Major? He hasn't been fed yet. Oh, now we don't want him to go hungry, do we?
You told you wanted to change uniforms, Miss Ferguson. That was a brave act.
Yes, Joan, I agree.
Don't be ridiculous. I was just trying to stay alive. Well, where's my dog? I suppose you've let him get out.
No, we put him in your house. We'll need a stay.
Yeah, all right, later.
Sorry. So who's on kitchen duty tonight? I'm so hungry I could eat my own feet.
Yours is in the oven.
Yeah, greasy chops and leathery eggs, I'll bet.
Well, you didn't say what time you'd be coming home, did you?
And what's the matter with you, Smiley? I'm the one's got to eat it.
Well, I suppose I may as well tell you now as later. I just had a fight with Litza.
Oh, what about?
She said something about Cliff, and then I lost my temper.
Was it about last night? Yeah, I see. He's been a naughty boy again, huh?
Oh, come on, Jude, not you too.
Mickey, you saw him. He couldn't wait to get out of here.
Well, he was embarrassed. Why are you all against him? Even when we were at uni, people used to run to me with stories about him.
Even then, huh? Well, it seems to me there's a message there somewhere. Come on, Mickey, be honest with yourself. You're like your father. You're a giver. Cliff is completely opposite.
That's not true.
Isn't it? Oh. All right, then. Will you give me one example of one thing he's contributed to the relationship? You see? You know, Mickey, there's an old saying. Don't mess in other people's lives until you've sorted out your own, okay?
Believe me, Mr. Harvey, I can sympathize with you. But I'm afraid you'll have to wait till tomorrow to ask her during visiting hours. I am the governor, Mr. Harvey. All right, then. Goodbye. Mr. Harvey would like to know where his wife hid the can opener. Now, what are you doing back here?
Well, I thought I'd take over from you.
Oh, thanks, Meg, but there's no need for that.
Well, it would suit me, actually. I may have to take some time off next Friday.
Well, all right. Oh, Joan phoned from the police station.
Oh, how's she bearing up?
Fine. In fact, she wanted to come back and finish her shift.
Oh, no. What did you say?
Oh, I told her not to come back till tomorrow.
Good.
What about this Colson woman? Are we likely to see her here?
Oh, I hope not. Although I suppose we're going to have to, sooner or later. They took her straight off to hospital for psychiatric evaluation. She's a real mess.
Yes, I can imagine. Meg, I need some advice.